What an asshole!
Podcasting from Basshole Studios in Hollywood, California.
Yo, what time is it?
You're listening to I'm a Basshole with Doug Bass. We've all been one.
He's an asshole.
So let's laugh about it. Now, here's your host, Doug Bass.
Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to I'm a Basshole. My name's Doug Bass. We are back here in the studio. We got a great show for you guys today. Don't forget to subscribe to us on YouTube at Doug Bass Comedy, Basshole Show, Instagram at Basshole Show. Subscribe to the YouTube videos. The full videos are on YouTube. And don't forget to download the podcast on Spotify or Apple Podcasts or wherever you get your podcast fix. We have Bassholes in the studio today. We have Rob DeRocha at Robbie DeRoche and Rachel D at Rachel D Comedy joining us. We're doing it live today. We haven't done this in a while, but we're going live. We're doing it live. We're going to talk about the Academy Awards today and what assholes were there and whatnot. So join us. We're going to have a lot of fun today. Today is the Academy Awards, assholes. Woo! Rob and Rachel, how are you guys?
I'm doing great.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to start this show again, man.
Yeah, right.
Finally, we took a big hiatus.
We did. Welcome, Rachel D, to the show. Rachel,
Thank you,
how are you?
thank you. Good, I'm all right.
I like it. Female perspective. That's perfect. We
perfect,
need that.
right?
We need that for the show.
We do.
Yeah.
We do need it for the show.
Plus, she kills it on the actual live shows. So
Aw, shucks.
Yes.
You're just making up for all the shit you said before we started. I appreciate that, though.
the
No,
live,
that's
the
not
live
right.
shows. Yeah.
no, you did kill it. No, you crushed it. You really fucking hilarious.
Yeah, we have fun together.
Yeah,
It's
Rob and Ray. If you have not been to one of the live shows at the Hollywood Improv, Rob and Rachel are part of the panel that judge all the bassholes that are there telling their a-hole stories, and they do a great job. Yes, along with Dr. Wiener, who's not here today, but he'll join us remotely at some point.
Remotely? You can't afford to get him here?
Well, he's very busy. He's got clients and all that stuff.
He's got clients. Okay.
He's just like out on Hollywood Boulevard.
He's
just
out on
like,
Hollywood Boulevard. Yeah.
I would never hire him because of the way he looks. That's
That's
with that
asshole right there. What do you mean? The
with
way he
his
looks.
his hair, the hair, the
my
wig,
God.
it looks so bad.
God. All right. Well, it is back. We are back. We are live. No one's watching us live, but that's fine because you know what? That means we can fuck up and do whatever we want.
And we can't get canceled.
Well, we can get canceled because it's live, so there'll be a live version out there. But if we say something that we think might cancel us, I can always go back and edit it for the other version. But the live version will always exist. So.
Right. So shouldn't say the N word.
Yeah, we don't do that on this show, Rob. Come on.
All right.
Jesus. All right. Well, it's good to have you guys here in the studio. Thanks for coming out. Yeah, it was the Oscars, the Academy Awards yesterday. Did you guys watch the Academy Awards?
I watched like a little bit of. I mean, I caught like the last like maybe 45 minutes of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I was mostly just like watching what women were wearing and judging them for it.
That's what a lot of people do, right?
Yeah.
They judge. Yeah. They judge.
Very judgy. The entire thing's judgy.
No, I mean, it was fun to see like dudes getting into it too and trying to be fancy and looking like shit. So
Oh
it was fun.
yeah. There was like a lot of. There wasn't really controversy. There was a little bit, but I don't know. Compared to last year, the slap, you really can't.
Yeah.
I feel
well,
like
that's
there seemed
something
to
that
be a
will never
stabbing.
happen again.
it'll never happen again. But here's the thing: like, there's always something great that happens, like weird or crazy like that. But it's like every 3 years. Like what was it? 4 years ago when they fucked up the Best Picture? Remember that?
Oh yeah, that was Jimmy Kimmel as
Yeah,
well.
Jimmy
Yeah,
Kimmel.
yeah,
But
yeah.
it's like you can't count on watching the Oscars every year, waiting for some weird or crazy thing to happen. It's gonna happen every 3 or 4 years. That's what you gotta hope for. You tune in.
I didn't watch it at all. I'm just gonna be honest.
Oh my God, what an asshole!
I read about it and
I said, Rob, we're gonna cover the Oscars.
I've
Do
seen
research.
clips. I've seen clips. I did my research, and I just got the cliff notes.
Yeah.
I got the Hugh Grant, the girl with the white
Right.
outfit with that was
All right,
blocking.
well, we're gonna
everyone.
go over some of that.
Yeah.
Let's. I mean, Rob is one of the perfect people to have on this show to talk about Oscars and movies because he's a big critic, I think, when it comes to films. But he never.
I went to film school.
But he never watches any of the movies at all.
No, I don't watch
that
the
movie's
movie.
horrible. I mean, did you see it? No, I didn't see it.
I don't watch the movie. Oh, excuse me, Violent Night. Is that
Hey, that was
an
good.
Oscar?
No, I'm not saying it got an Oscar, but I said it would do well at the box office, and now they're making
It
a sequel.
didn't do that well.
They're making a sequel.
Doesn't mean it was great.
It means if enough people went to warrant putting
They
out
make
more money
sequels
for
for porn. It doesn't really matter. Come on now.
it. There's a demand for it.
A demand for Violent Night.
Yeah, there is. All right,
What is
let's.
entertaining and what is good art seems to be like two separate things at this point. Like,
Yeah, for
like-
sure. For
Big
sure.
time.
Yeah, well, let's start. Yeah, let's go through some of the Oscars stuff. I guess. Should we start? I don't know.
This is probably the first year I didn't like. What were the Best Picture nominations? Like it
don't
was
even
Everything Everywhere All at Once. I know.
So the
won,
Best
whatever.
Picture nominations were All Quiet on the Western Front,
Right.
Avatar 2, The Banshees of Inisherin.
I saw that.
I saw that too.
Yeah, I liked
Really?
it.
We saw that one.
Oh, I never,
We saw
I never saw that. Elvis, I saw that.
I saw Elvis.
Everything Everywhere All at Once, which
Did not
won Best
see that.
Picture.
Right.
See
The
that.
Fablemans, Tar, Top Gun Maverick, Triangle of
Maverick I
Sadness,
saw.
Yeah.
and Women Talking. So there's a lot.
No one saw women talking. I think it was the title of the
There's
film.
enough of that going on already, isn't
I
there?
saw a man sleeping while women talking. That's about it.
Well, first of all, I mean, all right, Everything Everywhere All at Once won Best Picture. I did not see that.
No.
The only ones I saw were Top Gun, Avatar, and Elvis. That's it.
And
So-
Elvis was amazing. I loved it.
I think the only reason I continued watching Elvis because I was on a plane when I was watching it, and I was like, all right, I'm stuck here to watch this. I might as well finish it.
That's a great review for a movie. I was stuck on a plane,
Seriously,
so I had to finish
though, yeah.
watching
That's
this movie.
fair, actually, because
That's
I
fair.
started watching Elvis and I got
And you didn't
bored.
finish it,
And you
right?
jumped
I
off
got
the plane?
tired.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like I just parachuted out. Like, get me out of here.
Well,
it just
I
felt
was.
like a endless
I mean,
music
I don't know who
video.
you guys were rooting for Best Picture, but I was definitely rooting for Top Gun Maverick for Best Picture.
You thought that deserved Best Picture?
You know what? I did actually this year. This year, I think they should have given it to Top Gun because you know what? Everyone saw that. First of all, they always nominate one action movie or like something like crazy like that for Best Picture. Everyone always knows it's not going to win. But this year, that fucking movie saved the entertainment business. Everyone went to go see it. It was good. It was entertaining. And, it killed, I thought. And I was like, why not one fucking year, the Academy, give it to fucking, the most popular action movie, Tom Cruise, whatever.
Yeah, but this isn't like it's not a popularity contest, right? Like the whole point of the Oscars is like I feel
But
like,
would all those people
isn't
be
it like
sitting
more
there?
like a Golden Globe?
Everyone went back to the movies because of that movie.
She's absolutely right, though. It's not a popularity contest.
know, but
and
I'm saying-
the year where the Batman movie with the Joker, that should have won Best Picture that year.
Sure, yeah.
Because it was the most popular movie, best acting, whatever, this and that, but it didn't win it. And
Didn't
same
win
thing,
it.
Yeah, but same thing
They
this
always,
year.
but they always nominate like a Batman, Dark Knight, or Top
Thing
Gun, or
is,
whatever.
Top Gun was a little cheesy.
Yeah, but it was like
It was nostalgic. It was very much bringing back.
It saved all those people's careers. I think they wouldn't have their fucking movie in the theater if it wasn't for Top Gun Maverick, in my opinion.
Oh, that's a
It doesn't
horrible.
make it great art.
Yeah, it doesn't make it great art at all. And plus, it was all nostalgic.
But
It was
women
like-
talking, what is that about?
I mean, they did like. I know how both of you feel about women talking. So
oh my god!
Oh shit! We can't. I'm just saying.
But
like,
Everything Everywhere All at Once, I did not see it. But I guess
only
I guess
thing I
it's
saw-
good. I
it
don't know.
sounds like a porn. Everything,
Also,
everywhere, all at
Did
once.
you see the clip? The only clip I've seen is like
It looks trippy.
a woman with penis fingers. Like that's
Yeah.
the only.
She has sausage fingers.
Yeah, she's got.
Well,
like,
did you see? Yeah, there was a short film called My Way of Dicks" or something like that. Did you see that? For the,
My Way of Dicks.
I'm butchering the name. Something about dicks for the short film for the Oscar. It was not
Bag of dicks.
not bag of dicks. Wait a minute. Hold
Finger
on.
dicks?
I'll find out.
You guys
Edward
are just
Scissor Dicks?
I have
Naming
the
all
list.
of my best dreams.
I have the list right
Edward
here.
Scissor Dicks.
No, it was like I don't know. I'll find it.
Edward
it's
Dildo
called.
Hands.
Sorry, it's animated short film nominated. My Year of Dicks. It was called.
Like,
I have no clue what it was
now
about.
I kind of want to see that one.
I voted for that on my little thing because I was like, oh, that's a good title. I don't know what it's
oh,
about.
you went to an Oscar party, huh?
Well, it was not a real. I mean, it was my neighbor's Oscar party.
Rob, you didn't get invited to that?
No, I didn't get invited.
No,
Sorry.
no. All right. Well, anyway. All right, so let's go into it. So there were some controversial moments. I mean, as far as you want to say,
Can I say about the Hugh Grant thing
Yeah.
that
So
everyone's like flipping out about?
well, let's play it right now. Actually.
Ooh,
Oh wow, we're playing shit. All right, let's do
I'd
this.
love to,
all right,
because
hold
I
on a
don't
second.
know what you're talking
You
about.
don't know what
Oh
we're talking
really?
about?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
I did my research.
All right, hold on. Here it is.
Sorry.
This is my opinion.
I had to work today.
This was this was the best interview of the whole Academy Awards, the pre-Oscar interview. Here it is, Hugh Grant.
What are you most excited to see tonight?
To see?
Yeah, well,
Titties.
I know that
Wait.
you've probably watched a few of the movies. Are you excited to see anybody win? Do you have your hopes up for anyone?
No one in particular.
Okay, well, what are you wearing tonight then?
No idea.
Just my suit.
Your suit?
My
Okay,
suit.
you didn't make it.
I can't remember my tailor.
That's okay.
Taylor.
Shout
Dude,
out to the
is he
tailor.
trashed?
No.
So tell me, what does it feel like to be in Glass Onion? It was such an amazing
He's
film.
only in it
I
for,
really
like,
loved it.
3
I love
minutes.
a thriller. How fun is it
says
to
it.
shoot something like that?
Well, I'm barely in it. I'm in it for about 3 seconds.
Yeah, but still, you showed up and you had fun, right?
Almost.
Oh,
Shit, dude.
okay.
Wait,
Well,
what?
thank you so much.
The best
the
is,
most-
watch his face when he
All right,
leaves.
back to you guys.
Okay,
All right. I mean, that was a pretty good interview. I mean,
you thought it was a good interview?
I literally sat down and watched that, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is amazing!" Like this, like I thought he was funny. I was just like, because who cares?
You thought it was funny?
Yeah, because
was
it's like,
not funny.
Yeah, no, because he's just like, I don't give a shit. You know?
He was being an asshole.
Yeah, for
Yeah, I
sure.
was.
But like,
Definitely.
why accept the interview? That's the thing that
he
bothers me.
has
It's like,
to. He has to go through that shit.
No, he doesn't.
No?
They asked them and like, hey, do you want to be interviewed? And he said yes. And then he went to be interviewed, and he gave nothing. Absolutely freaking nothing.
But you know what? It's like if you, I don't know. Like,
What are you wearing? I'm wearing a suit. Oh, you fucking
He's
dick.
not lying. I mean, think about most men. It's like, which suit are you
They
wearing?
know
I
what
don't-
they're wearing.
Do
All
they?
of them. Oh yeah, every
don't
single
know.
one of them.
Yeah,
know. They know what they're.
he's
Their
got a
handlers
tailor.
are telling them if
Oh,
they don't
my
know.
God.
Like right before they get on the red carpet. Someone even probably said to him before he went on the red carpet, "Oscar de la Renta."
But he was funny as far as, did you see him when he came out with Andy McDowell? And he was awarding whatever award they were awarding.
4 weddings and a funeral
Yeah, Andy McDowell from that movie, the two of them.
that they both starred in. That
Yeah.
started his career. Yeah.
So like he came out with Andy, like that would have been a good question for the interviewer to ask him about, like, oh, how do you feel about presenting with Andy McDowell tonight? You haven't
Yeah,
seen
but
each
that's
other,
the
you know?
thing is, I think the interview questions were fucking stupid. Like,
were.
She was just like, "What are you wearing?" Like, you're asking to do that,
Yeah,
and like
yeah.
he doesn't care about that, and it's just like,
Also, yeah, like the only thing she could say is like, the 3 seconds of that one film you were in. Like,
yeah. And then for her to ask that question, like, you
Kind
were
of-
in Glass Onion, it's like,
Yeah.
dude, you just played a gay lover for like
Why don't-
3 minutes.
Yeah,
It wasn't
yeah.
even
But
probably a minute.
Hugh Grant came out with Andy McDowell presenting whatever award, and like he was pretty funny. He was like, oh, Andy McDowell has been taking using lotion, face lotion for 40 years. Like, looks amazing. Like, I have never used a lotion, and I look like a scrotum or something like that. He said.
Is that what he said?
He said that, and the whole fucking theater like lost it. Like,
Oh wow, I did not know that.
I don't have that clip prepped, but
I think that would have been better in the interview.
yeah, right.
I think that's just bad.
Or if he came dressed as a scrotum, maybe. It's like, who are you wearing? My testicles.
Word testicles. No,
I don't know. All right. Well,
I don't think everyone's blowing up too much about it. I just think that he was just being honest.
Oh, it was great. It wasn't even part of the awards. It was the pre-show.
I thought
He
the
didn't even
entirety
care.
of it was super boring. I don't understand why anybody's talking about it. Like,
Yeah,
what, he
exactly.
rolled his eyes at the end?
Yeah, that was
had
funny, though,
shitty
to me.
questions, so we had shitty answers.
Because he was like, I don't have time for this. He's probably like, I gotta go to the bathroom.
like,
or,
God, I
"Where's
wish
the-
someone
where's
would
the
hit
bar?"
me.
or whatever. Like,
I'm English.
I mean, all these stupid interviews, I mean, they're all stupid. So it's like, you either gonna have someone that knows how to do it, or they don't give
I
a
know.
shit.
I
like-
miss
like
Joan
Hugh
Rivers. I miss Joan Rivers.
Joan Rivers?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I miss.
What's your favorite thing about Joan Rivers?
Well,
when
it's just
she
like
did it?
when she's on, she's like, why are you looking like a streetwalker today? Like she gave no fucks.
Yeah.
She gave no fucks, and it was
It was
the
her and,
best.
and the daughter, right?
Yeah,
Melissa?
she brought her
Melissa
daughter
Rivers.
on
Yeah,
after
yeah.
a while.
She doesn't do it anymore, Melissa Rivers. What happened to her?
Well,
I don't know what happened to her.
I think that what happened to her was that her mother died, and
Yeah.
then basically
Oh,
the
they
comedy
didn't-
was gone.
They didn't.
Yeah, and
yeah, I guess
Melissa
so,
was
yeah.
never very
She was never
entertaining.
entertaining.
She was just annoying.
All right, well, let's look at some of the. So this they were saying. Where the hell is it? Okay, so this. What's her name again? I don't know. She was an
Oh,
asshole.
her.
Oh my god.
Look at the guy next to her. I don't know if that's her date or what.
What is her name again?
I don't even know her name, but what an asshole.
What
An asshole.
this we got to look up her name. What is
You
her
wear
name? Hold
something
on.
like that, you sit in the back.
Hold
you don't
on.
sit and block other people. And look at the guy next to her. I don't know if that's her date.
He's like sitting.
Yeah,
he
he's
can't
like-
even see. He's hiding behind. it.
Everyone that's sitting behind
Everywhere,
this
all at
person,
once.
What?
Oscar, she's a singer. She's just, I forget her name. Thames or Teams? Thames? T-E-M-S? Thames.
Is that her name?
Thames, Oscar, Thames.
What song does she have?
I don't know.
Wait, I thought you did your research.
I had it on the screen, but I don't know. Hold on. Oh, wait, here it is.
What
Here
an
it
ass.
is. I have it. Hold on. Well, I had the picture up, so I couldn't look at the fucking thing. Oscar nominee Thames.
Oh, she was nominated for an
Yes.
Oscar for what,
Oh,
music?
She's nominated for Best Original Song for Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. Thames.
Oh.
So Thames wore this this crazy outfit, blocking everyone's view. They couldn't see the stage. Yeah, like why wouldn't they when they see her come in there? Why wouldn't they either be like, "Hey, can we put you towards the back, or can we?"
Then she would have said that's
Can
racist.
we take that part off somehow?
Yeah, I think so.
Or how about put it down a little bit?
Well, yeah, like why isn't it a detachable veil or something, or whatever the hell it is? You know, like
Yeah,
blocking
her
everyone's
stylist
view.
did not consider anything but what she would look like on
Just
the red
picture everyone's
carpet.
like, "Oh, we finally got to the Oscars. We've been dying to come here our entire career," and then it's like, fuck, I can't see. Is that
Could you
Jimmy
imagine
Kimmel?
like a cowboy wearing like a 10-gallon hat, whatever
Yeah,
type of thing?
exactly.
And like, it's like you're blocking the view from everyone.
But someone would say something to the guy with the cowboy hat. They won't say anything.
Would
to her,
they?
though.
Well,
I
it looks like you
probably.
could probably take the hat off a bit easier than that. I
don't
don't know what it.
know.
I wonder
I
what
mean,
it looks
come
like
on.
when she's standing up.
All right, because some of these outfits. I mean, come on. Let's
Oh yeah.
let's go over this. All right, so
Janelle Monáe was my favorite. She forgot a shirt.
all right. Here's what's her name? Halle Berry. All right,
So she forgot pants.
she
Cool.
forgot some kind of see-through thing. I don't
What
know.
is she? She's wearing like what is that? That's like a Christmas tree at a funeral. Like she's just,
I don't know.
Very, yeah.
This is my favorite outfit.
Oh, what?
What's going on?
Hunter
is that-
Schafer.
Time out.
What?
Could you go, wait, is that scratched out? Is that the actual outfit?
It's a feather. She's wearing a feather across her breasts. I'm a fan of this outfit. I
I
don't know.
bet. Yeah.
I
This
mean-
is reminiscent
I
of what women are wearing at the gym these days.
But like, if she can wear a single feather and make it look, you know, I mean.
Are there Indians that you work out with? Or
It's just like fuck naked.
Now my question is she
American
does
Indians,
she
by the
have a
way,
date? Does she have a date, or is she going to this by herself? You know what I mean?
Well, she'll have it. I'm sure
she had a date by the end of the night. That's for sure.
Well, yeah, of course. But I mean, this is like, all right.
What do you like?
Like who showed up with her wearing that? You know what I mean? I'm just like,
I want to hear the pitch meeting for that because none of these people dress themselves.
Feather.
So like somebody
a single
was
feather.
like,
You will wear a single feather.
Got it.
Single feather. All right, let's see what else we got. Ashley Graham. I don't even know who half these people are. Who the fuck is this? I don't know.
I
She's
don't know.
a plus size model.
She looks like obviously.
but I don't
guess.
know. Oh my god.
No, but you know what? She doesn't even look plus size. Like,
oh
that's
yeah,
not-
backpedaling.
I mean, compared to Hunter Schafer. I mean, come on. All right. All right. This is Orange is the New Black star Danielle Brooks.
So is like underwear the new
I don't know.
dress you wear at the red carpet? Because it just feels
I
like
would
every-
love for somebody
Is that a
with
skunk?
confidence.
Is that a skunk that she's wearing?
yeah.
What is that? Is
Pepe
that-
Le Pew.
Yeah.
She's
The former-
He
yeah,
got
'cause, well,
canceled,
he
got
turned into a
canceled,
coach.
yeah.
And he was killed and turned into an Oscar uniform. Or outfit.
I would love a guy to show up in like tidy whities. That would be the like.
Chrissy
See, this is what, look,
Teigen.
yeah, nobody's wearing.
Chrissy Why is she there?
Look,
Tessa
everybody
Thompson.
forgot.
Time out.
Red
Why
bra.
is Chrissy Teigen there? She's not an actress.
I don't know. These people
or
just
she
get.
wants to be
they
an actress.
get-
She's like a
They,
host.
they may have not been here. This is maybe from like one of the after parties or something.
Okay,
I don't know.
but they're still like
Iris, the Judd Apatow's daughter, Iris.
Okay, let's see.
Oh,
What is she wearing?
what is that?
What is that? Like a latex?
Flowers? I don't know.
flower. That's the other thing. There were so many women with like just nasty, ugly flowers attached to their
know.
bodies. I was just trying to figure that out too.
Yeah, this is. I don't know. Let's see. Oh, this is a good one.
What
Let's see.
happened to just wearing a?
Andrea Riseborough. What is that? That looks like a blanket. Or-
That looks like
Yeah.
a curtain.
Yeah, it looks
Yeah.
like she put her bathrobe on backwards. Actually,
know what that
And she's wearing that like thing around her, like very
like a
French.
clown.
Yeah, like a clown.
collar.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is. This looks like. All right. This is Carolina Korkova. You know who that is? I don't know. That looks like the bag from Tiffany.
You know what? So far, this is my favorite, though. Honestly, at
Yeah?
least it's closed.
At least it's like
I don't know.
St. Patty's Day's coming up.
There
so.
we go. Yeah.
All right, Olivia Wilde. All right, let's see. Is that
again,
another bra?
We've all
That
forgotten
looks
our
like she's
shirts.
about to get naked, and then that thing was like it just
Like
fell
the
over.
sleeve fell off.
Yeah,
or,
yeah.
like,
That looks like when Tara Reid's breast popped out. Like, remember, like when her dress
Yeah,
was
yeah,
like
yeah,
half
yeah. Oh, with the surgery after, yeah.
They're
that was-
avoiding wardrobe malfunctions
in
by
fact-
showing
in
up
fact, the Halle
malfunctioned.
Berry. All right. I don't know. I mean, yeah, I get it. It's like everyone's trying to get their designer outfit.
Everybody's trying to get their tits out. Apparently,
Everyone wants their
Like,
tits
that's-
out. Yeah.
Everybody wants their tits out.
I mean, the
That was
feather one was like the best. I mean, that's like the most bold.
I don't think anyone will ever top like J-Lo when she wore that one outfit where it was like.
Yeah, I don't remember.
You remember that?
Yeah,
South Park
the green one.
creator? Yeah, the green one.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
no, that was. There were like several dresses though that were exactly like that.
The guys
this
from
time,
South
too.
Park like wore like the same outfit. The
Oh, I
following
remember that.
year.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's how fucking iconic that was.
Yeah.
That's why these have nothing. Like those do not hold a feather.
Nice.
To it.
Feathered to Hunter's tits. They don't really feather.
Yep. Feather in her tit. Feather in her cap.
I don't know.
All right.
Was that like an homage to Native Americans or like?
She's canceled now. I don't know. Well,
It could have been.
the other thing.
She looks great. I'll give her that much,
well,
but
yeah.
I just think how about
She
just
looks
wearing
great.
what about just being elegant and just wearing an outfit that's covering shit up?
Agree.
All right. The other thing, the other controversy I'll say is that a lot of people were upset that actress Jamie Lee Curtis won for Best Supporting Actress. I guess Angela Bassett did not care.
That's such horseshit.
All right, let's play the clip. Quiet down for a second. All right. man.
It's horseshit.
You're allowed to be
People are
disappointed.
reading too much into this.
She didn't even like, but yeah, you're allowed to be disappointed when you're
Of
up for a
course.
major
She thought
award and
she was
you
gonna
lose.
win.
Plus,
Yeah.
you're in a fucking Wakanda Marvel movie. What the fuck do you expect? You thought you were gonna get like an Oscar for that performance, which she was
Did
good
you
in.
see it?
I did see
You
it.
saw that movie?
Oh, yeah, I did see it.
Wow.
Oh,
Rob saw one movie that was nominated for something.
I saw
You saw
Top
the
Gun,
Banshees.
all
You saw
right.
the Banshees too.
and I saw the Banshees, which is good.
I did
It was
I did
so
not see
good.
that. yeah.
I loved that one.
That was,
really,
really
good.
dark.
Should I watch that? Should I
Yes,
take my
you
time
should.
and
Yeah,
watch it?
it was good.
Acting wise, I would like the rage of watching somebody who's falling apart and another person who's fall. Colin Farrell does a great performance, but I don't know the other guy's name.
Oh, is that what he was nominated for? I thought he was there for The Penguin.
Nice.
I didn't even know what he was there for. I didn't know
He was
in-
nominated for that movie because he played.
I had no clue.
You
I
just
had no
gotta watch
fucking
the
idea.
movie, but
I'll
it's
watch it.
it's
I'll watch it.
really well
It's
written and
really
it's like
good.
I
acting
used to,
wise.
you know what? I used to watch them all. I used to be good and actually watch them all before the Oscars because you used to get the SAG screeners.
Yeah,
or
back
whatever.
when people cared.
Yeah, and now it's like I'm lucky if I see 2 or 3, and then I see what wins, and I'm
it-
like, all right, I'll watch that. I'll check it out. You know,
Brendan
Yes,
Gleeson?
Brendan
he got
Gleeson.
nominated as well.
He was nominated.
So
He was
good.
Really
He was good,
He
yeah.
was really good.
he got
I mean-
snubbed in your opinion.
Who won? Who ended up winning?
Best supporting actor, short round.
Oh, short round. Short.
I don't know how to pronounce his name. I'm horrible. I know. Short round one.
Can we say Dr. Jones?
Dr. Jones?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Dr. Jones.
Yeah, I mean that was one of the highlights of the night. Short round and what's his name from Brendan Fraser, the two actors from Encino Man.
Yeah, which I find the Brendan Fraser thing is great. I'm glad he won. But his whole ordeal that he went through, supposedly, like,
I mean,
do you know
I don't
about
know
that?
anything about
Gaining
it.
weight?
Yeah.
What are you talking? Gaining weight for the movie?
No,
What are you
like
talking-
disappearing.
Gaining weight? No, I'm talking about what happened to his career. Like,
Oh,
you don't know?
He, like, disappeared.
He disappeared.
He disappeared
yeah.
because this is supposedly what happened. I don't know if it did or not, but the guy, like, somebody that was in charge of the Golden Globes or the Free Press, whatever. He, when he filmed one of his movies, he grabbed his ass and then put his finger on his taint and rubbed his finger on his taint.
Oh, what's his name?
But this is
From,
a little man, a little French man, I think is French, did this to a big, giant, buff Brendan Fraser, but supposedly, like, this scarred him and got him, and he says
Philip Burke, a former
Yes.
president and member of the Hollywood Foreign Press, had groped and assaulted him at a 2003 luncheon in Beverly Hills hotel. Burke previously called Fraser's account a total fabrication. Yeah. Well, I mean, you know what? He was Me Too. He was, you know.
But Brendan
canceled.
Fraser, like, I've done worse to my own friends.
But that happened to Terry Crews too, with that agent from CAA. Or whatever.
Yeah, and I think that's bullshit too.
Yeah?
Because he's huge, and the guy that did it was fucking a little fucking Jewish guy.
Just
He
because
can
size does not
yeah,
matter.
size doesn't matter, especially when you're.
It's the motion of the
groping,
finger
you know.
on my taint. You know, like, I'm sorry.
Yeah, and Kevin Spacey didn't molest and rape all those kids either.
He didn't though. He's been like set free.
Oh
Oh my God.
I'm just telling
We're
you
gonna
what's
defend
happening in
Bill
the
Cosby
court of.
next?
Oh my god.
Okay.
Hey,
Court of
all right.
law
Speaking
has
of canceled,
shown that it-
all right.
Wait, could we? I'm not going to drop
No,
this
no.
right now. Hold on. The
What?
Terry Crews thing is bullshit too. Terry Crews is a fucking monster compared to the guy that he says supposedly groped him. That guy, I know people that were at that party. It was an
groping people?
Adam Sandler movie that he like. I know people that were in that party that like. When they found this out, they couldn't believe that Terry. That's why Terry Crews isn't in any more Sandler movies anymore. By the way, because that guy just ruined
He's
the
in
other
Sandler jail.
Sandler jail.
All right. Well, speaking of being canceled, and
I just know facts. I'm just telling
speaking
you
of
the
being
truth.
canceled and
Because
dying,
you know people who said things. They're facts.
No, but I just know that people
Yeah.
that were there. But Terry Crews
Rob
is
is
talking
a
about some guy
reliable
that's like
news source
5'5". Terry Crews is a beast.
We're back to this.
All right. Speaking of being quiet, people are being canceled in the Oscars. So the in memoriam section, they always leave people out of the in memoriam.
Someone
section.
always gets upset.
I
Who
think,
did they leave out?
I think they do this on purpose just to create like a
did
ruckus
they
the
leave out?
next morning. So they left out. Let's see, where is it? Okay, so the big people they left out were Anne Heche,
Wow.
Oh wow!
which is kind of a slap in the face, I would think. She's
I've met Anne Heche, by the way, but very nice lady.
Facts.
she name dropping.
I just name dropped. Yeah.
Wait, hold on. I had this. Wait, where the hell did it go? I closed the thing. Hold on. They left out Anne Heche. They left out Sorvino.
Paul Sorvino?
Yes.
That's bullshit.
Uh,
That is something that I'm
looking-
annoyed by.
Yeah, I'm wondering what the selection process, because like if they showed every single person who died, the Oscars would be 8 hours long.
well, here's the
so-
thing. Here's the thing
They
that
put in some people that like shouldn't be on.
But here's the thing. So what?
Because
So
you
what
didn't
they
meet him at a
apparently
party?
what they apparently did is that they have two versions of the in memoriam section. Okay, there's the version that they air live on the Oscars. And then this year they put a QR code on the bottom that you could scan and then watch the longer version, which included people, I guess, like Anne Heche and Paul Sorvino or whatever.
that sounds
and like,
so depressing.
And like,
Would you like to see more pictures of dead
so
actors?
there's literally a director's cut of the in memoriam and not an undirector's cut.
That is weird.
It's weird. It's
What?
weird because they also left out what's her name? So the actress that was in that Triangle of Sadness movie, I guess, died at some point. What's her name?
That's kind of sad.
Tom Sizemore. They left out Leslie Jordan.
But how do you leave out these people?
Paul
that,
Sorvino.
Paul Sorvino's iconic.
Yeah, I don't know how he
His
was.
daughter
left out. I
won
don't
an
know.
Academy Award
So
for
they,
crying out
and
loud.
Mira
Like,
Sorvino left. It is baffling beyond belief that my beloved father and many other amazing, brilliant departed actors were left out. The Oscars forgot
that's
about poor
horseshit.
Sorvino, but the rest of us will never forget him.
and Paul Sorvino was on Law and Order. Like, I mean, that guy's
I
a
know.
great actor. Someone that like has done so many great movies, so many mafia
great
movies.
and they, and the other thing is that they left out the actress that was in Triangle of Sadness. She was in a movie that was nominated for an Oscar. She died apparently, and they left her out of the thing. So she's in a movie that's nominated this year, and she still didn't make the in memoriam.
Was that like a
cut.
short?
No, that was.
That was a nominated for Best Picture. Triangle of Sadness.
Let me see. Hold on.
Really?
One of the movies. Hold on. I don't know.
I don't. You didn't mention that earlier. That's what I'm saying.
Hold on. I'll look it up.
Oh, someone didn't do their research.
I have 5,000 links open here, man. You know.
Yeah, he's
I don't have a research assistant today. You know.
We need the wild card.
I need someone. Yeah, look it up real quick.
Was it not okay? Was it nominated for something?
It was nominated for
Okay,
something.
Triangle
Yeah.
of Sadness nominated.
Or actress. I don't know. Look up actress that died. something. I think her name begins with a C.
You look up
CH.
actress who died sadness. You're going to see a lot of
Look it up.
What is? It doesn't say. It's a documentary. All right.
Oh, it's a documentary.
No.
It's not even a
documentary.
film.
Is this?
Hold on, let me look it up. God damn it. I had it in front of me.
We went live. We decided to do this live.
I
Oscar.
don't know how technology works. It just says Triangle of Sadness nominations.
Maybe it wasn't that movie. Hold on.
Oh wow.
In Memoriam, actress, left
No,
out.
that's it. Triangle of Sadness director, but it doesn't say what it was nominated for.
Let's see. Leslie Jordan, Anne Heche. Oh, all right. Charlie B. Dean. Look her up. What is
Yeah.
Charlie B. Dean. Who is she? Charlie B. Dean, whose movie Triangle Sadness was nominated for Best Picture,
Okay.
was left out of the In Memoriam segment that aired at the Oscars, along with Anne Heche. So this woman, she had a lead role in Triangle of Sadness. Film was nominated for an Oscar.
I really want to see that film.
She died, and she was not in the. She died of bacterial sepsis in August at the age of 32.
Oh,
she's
my God.
She's in the movie that's nominated for an Oscar, and they still didn't put her in the In Memoriam section. That's fucked up.
I know.
Right?
So now I'm like curious. Like, what are the
What is the
what's the
requirement?
check marks? Like, what boxes do we gotta check to be in?
But
the,
that's the
Who
thing.
was included? How about that?
Well, if you want,
Because
yeah.
the list, I can tell you, Paul Sorvino and
Look,
Anne Heche.
James Caan was in it. You know, like, but they usually end.
Wait, James Caan's dead?
Oh my God! Yes, he's dead. They usually end the segment on like someone big that passed away, and this year they ended it on Walter Mirisch, who was the former president of the Academy, and it's like, all right, you know, it's like
That
who,
sounds like a racist.
who
Here we
gives a
go.
shit?
It's
like,
so Academy establishes representation and inclusion when deciding who is part of the In Memoriam. So they're trying to check off certain
like this. They were in
so
this.
many
they were
women,
in this.
so many men, so many.
Can't they include
But that's
everyone and
just
just like
stupid.
shave off 2 minutes of like, you know?
2 minutes? Do you know how long the Oscars would be if
But-
we included every person in the entertainment business
All right,
who
so
died this year?
don't show a montage of all the films that we've watched in the last 100 years. You know, and I don't know.
Do you have a clip of that or no?
The In Memoriam?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to watch the whole In Memoriam?
I don't want to watch the whole thing, but
my God.
I just think it's weird. Like, you're right. Like, Anne Heche should have been on there. Paul Sorvino definitely should have been on there.
Jimmy
Like,
Kimmel made the joke about Robert Blake, who passed away last week.
Yeah, but he shouldn't have been on there.
He was in films. I don't
He
know.
was, but he also is a murderer.
All right. So do you think Harvey Weinstein will make the In Memoriam when he dies?
No, he shouldn't.
Even though he's won bunch
No,
of
he
Oscars.
shouldn't. And Woody Allen won't be either, so it doesn't
But
really
Harvey
matter.
Weinstein probably checks the box of like, this guy's won 5 Oscars.
Has he only won 5?
I don't
think
know
he's
how
won
many.
more than that. No,
well,
he's won
if
more
he's
than
won
that.
more than that, then he probably should be in it.
No, but he shouldn't because the fact is that he raped fucking people.
Okay,
so
but
like,
you guys, well, In Memoriam isn't people who got lots of Oscars. It's people who we actually want to remember.
All
That's
right.
what In
There you
Memoriam
go.
means.
All right.
there you go. So I don't think people want to really remember Harvey Weinstein.
I
Yeah.
know, but I'm just saying, you know, it's like, all right. But look, I don't think that some of these executives should be in the In Memoriam. It's like, who the fuck needs their notes?
Exactly. They
Like,
should
why
have been there.
Why is an executive in the fucking In Memoriam? Oh, so you gave script notes on someone's fucking script? I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah, more than likely, those people are usually assholes. So just like,
Exactly.
So why
Fucking
not put, like,
executive.
someone
Get the
like-
fuck out of here.
I'm just saying, like, Anne Heche and Paul Sorvino definitely should have been on there. Paul Sorvino is a fucking iconic person.
Well, here's the thing. They do include, like, there's some actors and actresses that are included on it. I'm sure they worked a ton. I've never heard of them, and they're in the thing. But Anne Heche is not. Like, you know what I mean? Okay, so what, she you know, obviously had a horrific, you know, drunken accident or whatever. Is that why she's not in it? You know what I mean?
Well, maybe it's because we do remember her and we don't need to be reminded.
That's one way to look at it.
one
but
way.
I
Because
just-
you're like, these are some people I've never heard of, and it's like maybe you should, maybe we
Give them the spotlight for like 3
exactly.
seconds.
Maybe
yeah.
we should remember them.
All right. I don't know. Yeah, whoever has that job at the Academy is like, just picture that guy. Picture that guy or woman like sitting there,
It's like
being
a
like,
fantasy draft.
oh my god. All right, who died? Give me the list of everyone who died this
And it's
year.
like 100-something
and
people.
like a guy comes in with like a stack like this big of papers, and then they go through it, and they're just like, okay, oh my god, who the fuck was this? What did they do?
Yeah, maybe they didn't
Art
get to
director.
the H.
Oh my god.
For
Oh
Anne
my
Heche,
God.
they didn't get to the H's yet.
They didn't get to
and
the
then
H's.
yeah.
Oh my god.
If you notice, it's like, yeah.
And what is the
stuff
cutoff? Like if someone does, but here's the thing: if someone big died like 2 days, like if Tom Cruise died like a day before the Oscars, he'd be in it, right? They just,
Oh,
it's scram-
100%.
Even though they've never given him an Oscar, he's never got an Oscar. Does that check off the?
Has he never got an Oscar?
He's
at
never
all?
got an Oscar.
Really?
And that's what's funny. He didn't even show up last night for the Oscars, even though
'Cause he's the-
even though
he
his
know-
picture was nominated. He knew he was probably like, I'm not fucking going. They're not going to give it to me.
I mean, he should have won for Born on the 4th of July. And for A Few Good Men. He should have won for A Few
I
Good
feel
Men.
like they're going to give Tom Cruise like one of those lifetime achievement Oscars.
Oh, he's going to
at
get
some
one.
point.
Yeah.
Oh, easily.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Thank you for entertaining everyone and risking your life and believing in Scientology.
He does risk his life. And when I see those stunts, I'm like,
Oh,
Jesus
my
Christ.
God.
How old is he? Like 60 now? And he's still
Yeah.
running
I
the
mean-
way he does?
I
It's
mean, look,
amazing.
love him or hate him. I mean, I don't know. I think he's definitely entertaining. I mean,
I love the guy. I don't care. Like, people can't see past the Scientology, but acting wise, his movies are just, he just puts everything out there. And
he is one of the, he's like one of the last like movie stars, I think, that we have,
right.
you
But
know?
I mean,
So,
I'm
yeah.
talking about even like A Few Good Men's one of my favorite films of all time. And
You can't handle the truth.
yeah, exactly. And it's got the greatest lines. I mean,
Yeah.
I fucking love reading about that film to this day. Like Jack Nicholson, like supposedly like not knowing all the lines, and then like they were going through all the scenes, and like
Is he Marlon Brando all of a sudden? He was in
oh
the
my
movie?
god, have you been watching that? The Offer? I fucking love
No,
that.
I haven't seen The
that
Offer.
Robert Duvall.
I've heard it's really good.
Yeah, but Robert Duvall had lines written on his chest. In the filming of it, yeah.
Yeah,
His
some
lines
crazy
were
shit
on
like
here so that he
yeah.
would memorize the lines. And he won an Academy Award for
That's
it.
what I mean.
He was reading.
You know,
them off of
everyone-
his chest?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Everyone has their own method, though. You know, sometimes people just want to like be natural in the element, and then they glance at a line. They're like, "Yeah, you know what? Fuck you, man. I couldn't remember that line, but I just read it off. the
Who
paper."
are you doing right now?
I
Is
don't
that
know.
Marlon Brando?
No, that's a stereotype of any of those guys.
Father's,
Kill me. No, yeah, they had to write their lines everywhere, which is fine, I guess. I don't know. Maybe he lost his memory at one point.
No, he didn't lose his memory. I think he was just a lazy
All
fuck.
right, let's
That's
talk
it.
about. All right, obviously Jimmy Kimmel hosted the Oscars.
He got shit for some of the stuff that he did.
Let's watch some of
jokes.
his jokes. Let's see here.
Happy to see that Nicole Kidman has finally been released from that abandoned AMC.
That was good.
That's good.
The first time nominee, he was so convincing as Elvis, still is.
And he also addressed the elephant in the room, aka last year's slap, with some guidelines about safety.
If anything unpredictable or violent happens during the ceremony, just do what you did last year. Nothing.
Woo! He's getting shit for any of that though. I don't know.
I don't know. I think. I mean, look. It was definitely entertaining, and I thought he.
I agree with the Nicole Kidman thing. I mean, she
That was
comes
pretty
out-
funny. That was pretty funny.
I try to avoid that every time I go to an AMC.
You try to be late to
I
the
try
movie
to be
just
late
to not
just to
say
avoid.
it.
It's creepy. It's
I,
weird.
I enjoyed that thing. I
You
enjoyed.
do?
Oh yeah, she welcomes me into the theater. I sit there. I'm like, oh my god, thank you, Nicole, for
I
reminding me
love
to come to the
Nicole,
theater.
But she's starting to look like an alien.
You know what? I feel like now she's regretting doing that AMC thing. I think obviously because they paid her a shitload of money and now they're going to use it for the next 10 years or whatever.
Well, they have to
Right,
because
exactly.
to recoup their losses.
Right, exactly. But I also agree. I could see why she agreed to do it because obviously
She's trying to support film.
she's trying to support film. She believes in going to the movies,
Yeah.
and and it's like, why not? And it's like, and now it's like, yeah, it plays like way too much now.
It plays way too much, and I don't know. It just feels like she's like trying to hypnotise you into enjoying.
It's like
welcome to AM. Like it's kind of creepy.
well, it's like who directed that? Who directed that spot? Like it was, it was not.
How do you direct Nicole Kidman in anything?
Well, that's what
I
I'm
don't know.
wondering. It's like it wasn't like an A-list director that's like sometimes they do commercials, and it's like oh, we're gonna get Nicole Kidman to do this spot, and then
And I'm sure the director was like, cool.
the director was probably just some just regular commercial director, and was like, oh my god, I get to direct Nicole Kidman in this commercial. Awesome, yeah.
Have you seen the Nicole Kidman commercial?
I have not.
You've not
Because
seen
Rob
it?
doesn't go to the movies, so he's never seen
Oh
it.
my god.
You know what?
creepy.
I don't go to the movies anymore.
Oh, okay.
I'm a cinema
we could-
major, and
maybe we
I used to love the movies, and then I don't know. I just don't. I wanted to see Cocaine Bear, but I just wait for things to come out.
I thought it was so funny.
Did you watch
I didn't
it?
think it was as funny as it should have been, but I thought it was funny. Yeah,
It was not as good as
Did you watch it too?
Yeah, I went and
Yeah.
saw it. Yeah, the trailer was better. It could have been much more gorier, I thought.
Yeah,
Like, it was
yeah.
campy, and it could have been even campier, I thought.
It held a few punches.
Here, we could play the Nicole Kidman thing.
Yeah,
we
play
can
it.
discuss it. All right,
It's
hold on.
creepy.
If you've never seen it, Rob, if you've never seen it, this is what they play in front of every AMC movie when you
Are
go,
you
when you go to the
serious?
theater.
Everyone.
And that's that joke that
Nicole
that,
Kidman
that
greets
Kimmel.
you.
That's the joke that Kimmel just did that you just saw. So here it is. Let's play it.
We come to this place for magic. We come to AMC theaters to laugh, to cry, to care. Because we need all
She's stunning, yeah, but she's also
that
creepy.
indescribable feeling we
You
get
think she like
when the
crossed
lights
over?
begin to
She's a little,
dim.
yeah, she's a little creepy.
And we
Started
go
with, like, an
somewhere
alien.
I don't
we've
think she
never
looks
been
great.
before. Not just entertained, but somehow reborn together. Dazzling images
This is how
on a
Nicole
huge
Kidman goes to
silver
a
screen.
DNC.
Sound that I can
There's like
feel.
nobody else.
Maybe that's why they're losing money. She's the only person in the theater. So.
Our heroes feel
This is a
like the
horrible
best
ad.
part
It
of
is.
us. And stories
It plays better in the theater.
perfect and powerful
You know what I used to like was the John.
because they are AMC theaters.
All right.
I used to like the Jean-Claude Van Damme.
It would have
one.
been, yeah, it actually would have been funny if like they filmed it like with regular movie theater folks, like, you know, kids running around and people
Yeah,
throwing
her
popcorn.
being annoyed and be
It's
like,
like, shut up! I'm trying to welcome people back to the theater.
People on their phones.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. Yeah.
yeah.
People being like, "Oh my God, look, there's Nicole Kidman!" Fuck.
Right.
oh my God, she's in the movie.
And then she just changes her attitude. Like, actually, you know what? Just fucking stream it at home. Forget it.
I think it's weird because I haven't been in a movie, so I haven't experienced that thing where like I can't think of the last movie I saw where people were like cheering at the end. You know,
Top
like,
Gun. Maverick.
Top Gun. Yeah.
I
You
didn't
didn't-
see
you
that
didn't see it in the theater.
Yeah,
That was-
I can see people cheering.
That was
for
out
that.
honestly
They were
like
definitely cheering.
that was like the last good movie to go see in a theater. Like it felt when I went to go see that in the theater, it felt like I was in high school and it was summer. Like, you know, when you went to a summer blockbuster,
Right.
like that's what it felt like. And I don't think I had felt that going to the movies since high school, like Armageddon or some shit, you know. Like it was like
Armageddon.
Armageddon.
that's when I was
true.
I
that's
say
true.
it. When I was in high
Armageddon.
school, that was the movie of the summer, like junior
I
year
love
or
that
whatever.
movie.
But
you
like,
know?
like it did bring like it felt like it brought everybody back
Yeah.
together. and
Everyone was like,
everybody
yeah,
was in
cheer-
it
people were
together.
clapping and cheering, you know
like
what I mean?
looking at each other.
Yeah,
and, yeah.
Or
it
like
was-
when you know when you would go see a comedy in the theater, like no one goes and sees comedies anymore. Like I remember going to see like something about Mary in the
Oh
theater.
my
and
God, I saw
rolling
that twice.
and like falling on the ground laughing in the theater. And I'm like that I kind of miss for like a comedy. But now all the comedies are just straight to streaming. You know, you're never gonna have that kind of feeling again, I guess, in a theater.
I mean,
with a comedy.
you can eventually.
can.
They will bring it back somehow. I
Yeah.
think. I don't think that movie experience will never disappear, and I think that movies will always be here.
Right.
But it's just not. It's not the same as it was before.
It's not the same. There's too many
But
options. Yeah.
They will catch lightning in a bottle. Again.
Sure.
Like old school. Like I remember like watching old school, but that's like what 2000.
That was like 2004 or
2004 or something like that. Yeah. I can't really think of the last movie that I saw in the theater where I was like rolling over laughing. Like
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
I was trying to watch
laughing
History.
pretty hard at the menu. I thought that was pretty.
the
funny.
menu.
I have not seen that.
It was
I want to see it.
hilarious.
Is it that
I don't.
funny?
It didn't feel like it was meant to be funny.
Really?
But
It's a
I
drama.
was bothering the fuck out of people in that theater because I was like, this is horrible.
Rob left the podcast again in the middle of the podcast. Where'd you go, Rob? You get another
I just
drink?
went to get a drink
Oh,
and
my God.
piss.
Rob just leaves the podcast at times.
He
Rob,
does that. He does that. He leaves the show
Rob,
too.
I know.
He just like gets the
Yeah,
fuck
he
up
just
and
leaves. He just leaves.
What am I, a prisoner here? What is this, communist China?
I'm sorry
What
we
the
don't
fuck?
have we don't have an intern that can bring us beverages in the middle of the broadcast. I'm
You
sorry.
should get one.
Hey, I'm working on it. All right. Maybe we can have it happen. I don't know. Rob went to the dentist today. We had to postpone the podcast because Rob was late going to the dentist. How was the dentist?
The dentist was good. It was fine. It's really bad. Okay, I don't know about you guys, but like, okay, when you get a deep cleaning, do they numb your mouth?
I've never gotten a deep cleaning. So
I think they have because they can only do one side at a time or something.
Is that
you're,
true?
You're talking about like the not
Like
a
they go up in underneath your
not
gums
a regular
and-
cleaning. The deep cleaning.
Yeah, because I hadn't been there in a
insurance
year.
doesn't cover.
Yeah. So like, but I just feel like they're running a game on me and they're just charging me. Like they're using my insurance and like when I went for the first time, they barely did anything. They should have done the first part of the deep cleaning. That's what I think they should have done, but they didn't do shit. They scheduled me for 2 more times, and then that first cleaning was, which they didn't clean, and X-ray whatever, I didn't get charged for.
Yep.
The next 2 cleanings, all of a sudden, it was like I was charged for it, and then I was charged for Novocaine. And before, when I've had like deep cleanings, it's like they just fucking
they go in there
without Novocaine though, and just did it, and it was like a little painful, but I dealt with it, and it was fine.
No Novocaine.
Yeah, I prefer no Novocaine either because I don't want
like
to
the
fucking pay
pain.
extra.
Yeah.
So they were charging me all this money. So like, then I wrote a review.
Wait,
and
you
then
actually wrote a review?
Yeah,
Where?
on the Cigna, whatever. Like I was like,
Oh
hey,
my
I think they tried to run the numbers up on me, which I think they did, and I still think they did. And today when I went there, it was very like awkward, and I think they knew that I wrote the review, and then they didn't charge me for anything today.
They held up the review and was like, "Was this you?" Get out of here! Get out of here! Right
going
now.
in right now. Like,
So I read that review that you put on.
it gives me a shot.
I was gonna say that's pretty fucking ballsy to write
Yeah.
a negative review of like somebody who's got a
Before-
drill to your face.
Before you go
Like,
in, yeah.
wow.
yeah.
I just felt like they're running up the numbers. I think like a lot of like the industry, like dentist industry, and mechanics, and like whatever, they're running up numbers.
Mechanics, dentists, you
Yeah.
know.
They're all doing because
Everyone, yeah.
we're not experts. Like we don't know. Like
AMC.
I went to
charging
the
us the
mechanic
loss.
recently for fucking an oil change, and all of a sudden they're like, "Oh, $949." Like we got
$900. Where the hell are you going for an oil change?
But no, they didn't charge me for that. But they said like this is how much work I need to be done.
Where'd you go? Jiffy Lube or something?
No, I went to the dealership. And they also
Never go to the dealership.
They wanted
for
to
an oil
rotate my
change.
tires. I'm like, bitch, I fucking rotated my tires a fucking year ago. What are you talking about? He's like, oh, you're right. These tires are new. I'm
You're
like,
supposed to do it every 6 months.
no,
Rotate your tires?
no.
Yeah.
6 months?
Yeah. Just like you're supposed to get your teeth cleaned every 6 months.
Yeah.
The
I know.
dentist and the mechanics are in on it together.
I don't know.
My teeth in my car are very sad right now.
No, but you got great teeth, so like they're pearly whites over
You
here.
do. You have great
yeah,
teeth.
Don't
Rachel.
look
Yeah.
inside. Don't look inside. Just like my car. Like don't look
like-
inside.
my car's
There's
a
a French
disaster.
fry in the back seat, and
Oh my god.
One French fry, that's it.
All right. Well, those were the. I don't know. That's all I have for the Oscars. Is there anything else that you guys wanted to bring up about the Oscars? Was there? Did you read about any other asshole moments or anything like that? At the
I
Oscars?
did. I read about like Jimmy Kimmel making like inappropriate jokes. I guess I like.
Well, inappropriate. I mean, I don't know. I mean,
were there any that? I mean, the ones you played didn't seem very.
well,
inappropriate.
he said something about like, yeah. I mean, he did do a Robert Blake joke. He did like a
Right.
He was like, is that if anyone wants to vote on their phone if Robert Blake should be included in the memoriam, text this or whatever.
Oh yeah, just text your mom.
Yeah.
I think is what he said.
I mean, I thought that was funny.
Your
I
mom.
mean, whatever. He was a murderer.
I thought he was pretty tame
No,
from
I
what
th-
I saw.
He was tame, I thought.
Yeah.
He kind of appeased everyone. I think it wasn't too over the top. It
I just
wasn't
don't
like-
think that they should have comedians hosting the Oscars.
What?
I don't.
What?
I don't know. I just
Oh,
because
no.
it's not okay. The whole because it's not about being funny. Like the Oscars is not. It's.
Here's the thing.
And
I think
they're just waiting to be offended.
Sure,
like, it's
sure.
Not,
But here's the thing. I think like they've dabbled with that in the past when they've had like 2 actors host it. What was it like? Anne Hathaway and James Franco hosted it one year.
Yeah.
Then they had then they didn't have a host. They just had like
like a train.
rotating
They had like a
people
train.
With
like,
Tina Fey, which I thought Tina Fey and Amy Poehler that one year when they were like rotating, they should be hosting the
that was
Oscars.
good. But
Yeah.
but one year they didn't have any they just had like different every actor that was there just like. There was no host. It was just like a rotating, there was no, you know what I mean? I don't know. I think a comedian is good because it just the show is boring enough as it is. So it's like add a little humor in the beginning and then get on with it.
But they're
I don't
not
know.
looking. I mean, they don't want it. Like every time anybody's actually funny, it's inappropriate and we're offended, and it's just
Well, like Jimmy Kimmel got shit for talking to Malala.
Oh yeah.
And then he made a joke and saying
and she said something like,
she said no, I'm all about peace.
Yes.
Okay, but just know your environment and I don't know, you're there, you're wearing glitter, you're wearing like a hoodie glitter thing,
right.
Just know your environment and just play along or don't play along, but no one should criticize Kimmel for
No.
kind of making a joke and saying like, "Oh yeah, I think." Do you know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about? Like,
I mean, I don't know what he said, but I know.
but
what...
he said like
He, like,
asking this person
yeah.
who's a Nobel Peace Prize winner,
Yeah,
like
I know,
asking him
yeah.
like, do you think that what's his name, Harry Styles spit on Chris Pine or whatever, you know, like, and then she's like,
She said
I'm all
something.
about peace.
Yeah.
That's what that was her answer.
that
I'm
was
all
her
about
answer,
peace.
yeah. And he was just like, all right, that's a great answer.
Exactly. And then he didn't dig into
No,
it or
no,
whatever,
no.
and it just ended.
There's no time, and it's
But
like it's not
people
worth
are
it.
criticizing Kimmel, saying he's tone deaf for like even asking a question like that
Oh
to
no,
her.
that's funny. Actually, see, that's what I'm talking about. That's funny. Asking a Nobel Peace Prize winner a stupid question like that.
yeah, something
At
about-
the same
humor.
time, it's like the Academy is like, they don't want controversy. They don't want this stuff.
And that's
But-
why I'm saying,
but at the
don't
same-
ask a
at the
comedian
same
because
time-
that's what we do.
But the Will Smith, Chris Rock thing, it's like everyone was eating that up when it happened. It's all just like extra,
But that was something that was like unprecedented. Like no
sure,
one's ever
yeah,
seen something
yeah.
like
Did
that.
you
But,
guys
like-
see the Chris Rock special? Sorry, I'm kind
Yes,
of
yes,
curveball, but
yes,
yeah.
I
okay.
did, yes.
Yes,
you
I
saw it
did.
too?
Yeah,
Okay.
I loved it.
I thought it was
I
great.
did too. I thought it was brilliant.
Yeah,
I thought it was
very good,
brilliant.
very
I
good.
won't say it was brilliant.
I do.
It was
I
live. It
would-
was
I would
cutting
know.
edge.
I
It was
mean,
fun.
the
It was
writing
great.
from beginning to end, it was like a thesis statement. Every single joke was
Yeah.
actually
no.
about Will Smith or
Yeah.
In a sense.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
So
Yeah, no, it was good. It was good. And
I just love when he called him a bitch. He's like, everyone
Yeah,
else is
don't go,
calling you a
bitch.
bitch. And
It's
I'm
a
like,
bitch, and this
Right,
person,
right. He just kept going
kept
on,
going.
yeah.
Yeah.
what was the line? Like, whenever I get, like, I still hear drums, please. You know?
Oh no,
Right.
the summertime
Yeah,
ringing in my ears.
summertime.
Keep hearing
Summertime's still ringing in my ears. But I never liked, like, even Will Smith and, like, I just know them for being cheap and the way they treat their employees. And they're just not.
their employees.
Yeah, because I've worked in.
Oh, like their assistants?
Like
or
their
whatever?
drivers, their people, they're fucking shitty fucking people.
Right,
dude.
right. Well, yeah. I mean, I think everyone kind of knows that, especially after seeing what happened last year. It's just like.
Yeah,
It's
my
horrible.
Uber driver actually on the way home yesterday was telling me how he used to love Will Smith and now he doesn't. I'm like, damn. Like,
Right, I don't.
just he was that. Yeah, he brought it up. He's like, the Oscars open. He's like, I used to love Will Smith. Like, even my Uber driver was like, no.
Oh my god! Once it gets to the Uber driver,
I
you're
know,
done.
right?
You know?
Yeah,
Like,
even the Uber drivers
Yeah.
don't like you anymore, Mr.
Some
Smith.
people are saying John Travolta got too emotional during the
What?
in memoriam.
That's come on.
for who? What do you mean?
For Olivia Newton-John.
He introduced the in memoriam and was like, about to like lose it on stage, crying or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I
Was
forgot
that
that she.
acting?
She died.
I forgot she had died, and I was like,
Yeah.
I'm like, why is he getting so emotional? I was like always thinking about his wife,
think-
maybe
yeah.
Kelly Preston, and then I was like, and then Olivia was the first one that they showed, and I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But
He was thinking about his biffle.
I'm surprised that they still have him back after he fucked up
you
Idina
see-
Menzel's name or whatever, Adele Dazeem. Remember that whole thing a couple of years ago?
Wait, whose name did he fuck up?
Idina, the singer. What's her name?
You were fucking up the
I
name.
don't know.
Yeah, but
Well, it's not my.
he's not presenting.
I'm not
He's like,
presenting at the
yeah.
Oscars. Like, I don't.
I thought I really did you
Adele Dazeem, or whatever, that's her name.
You get
Idina Menzel. But he has a teleprompter in front of him and he's reading it. And there was a rehearsal. Idina Menzel.
I was just like
Adele Dazeem.
shocked about what
He's
John
just-
Travolta looked like.
he's just
I
so
don't know. It was
odd.
like
He's
a
so-
lot of Botox and
There's a lot
filler,
going on there,
and then
yeah,
like
yeah.
the shaved head, but then like the beard. It just
Right.
looked like his face was upside down. Like it really did. It was like
Yeah.
I was like, what's going on? And his eyes are so squinty because he has so much Botox and filler. You can barely see his face.
Does he have more than Nicole Kidman?
No, he doesn't. No, Nicole
I think
Kidman still
Nicole
looks
can
great.
afford
I think
a
she looks good.
better plastic surgeon. I don't know, but like
Really? I don't know.
he looks squinty.
I
And
love
weird.
Nicole
I mean,
Kidman. I love
I
Nicole
love Nicole Kidman too.
I love Travolta. Like, I mean,
but
I still
he
do.
just looks kind of weird.
Travolta
He
just
does
has a
look weird.
lot of
He does look
skeletons
He
in
looks
his
weird.
closet.
weird. Yeah, he does.
There's that
With
too.
the Scientology and
the gayness.
and the
The gayness.
the
yeah.
gayness. The fact that like so many masseuses have come out and been like, yeah, this is. Once it's like 1 or 2, it's like, oh, But once you get to like 20, you're like,
feel like-
dude.
Believe the masseuses.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like Tom Cruise didn't
Where's their march?
Tom Cruise didn't show up because Travolta was there. It was like too many Scientologists in one building or something like that. I don't know. It's just like weird that
What do you call a group of Scientologists? Like you call like a
Scientology.
a group of A group of apes a mass. You call a group of crows a murder. What do you call a group of Scientologists?
Assholes.
L. Ron Hubbard's
L. Ron
friend.
Hubbard. I
don't
performed in
know.
a Scientologist building.
Oh, that's right. You did a show there. How was that?
Did they
It
have a
was
sense of
good. It
humor?
was weird.
Is there a
it was
theater
weird.
there?
It was a theater, and it was weird because they were coming up to me like knowing my stand up, which is weird.
They studied it ahead of
Yeah, they looked me up and they were like,
They watched everything you did
like
before.
one
you
of them's like, you do Spanish Trump, and I'm like what?
They
Like,
vetted you. They vetted
they
you, yeah.
did vet me, and it was weird because they were talking to everybody, and they were like, oh my god, you guys are like celebrities, and they were just talking like, and they fed us.
They were trying to get you to come.
I know it was really fucking weird, but
Yeah.
they were a great crowd, though. I'll tell you that much.
You go
They were a
back.
great crowd.
You go back?
They were
I
a
would go
captive
back.
crowd.
Yes,
You could say.
Was it at the Celebrity
that
Center?
should be fucking They were a captive crowd.
Yeah. Oh my god. That's interesting. Yeah. Did you do any Scientology jokes?
No, but I saw people try to do Scientology jokes, and it always went flat.
Yeah. It didn't work,
Read
yeah.
the room.
Yeah,
Like, come on. Like, what are you going to do?
People would try to do a Scientology
Another-
joke, and it was like,
Another reason Tom Cruise may have not been there was because his ex Nicole Kidman was there. They may have had to,
you
run
think
into each other.
that's why?
I don't know.
think they have a
Why
NDA.
didn't he show up? His movie that he worked so hard on, did so well, nominated for Best Picture.
All his co-stars are there.
Insisted on waiting to put in the theater, and he was absolutely right. Like, why wouldn't he show up for the Oscars?
When was the last time he did show up for the Oscars? Maybe it's a thing.
When he was probably nominated for an Oscar. I don't know.
Yeah. Maybe that's why he wasn't nominated.
He was, though, as a producer. I mean,
But he was probably filming.
maybe he was filming.
Yeah, I think he was filming.
Oh, okay,
I
that's
doubt
fair.
it. He was just on Jimmy Kimmel like last week or whatever.
Was he?
Yeah.
I think he's filming a movie though. I drove him one time.
Oh yeah.
That was weird.
How was that
Oh,
weird?
people are talking about it. Why did he skip the Oscars?
What are they saying?
I don't know. Let's see.
When I drove
interested.
him, it was very much like I drove him somewhere off of Sunset, and I guess it was his new house.
Oh.
And they were building it still, and it was like a lot of glass. And it was like you literally had to go through one gate, and I drove to another gate, and they were still like asking for my ID at both gates. And this is just through a driveway.
Oh wow.
Like that's how top-notch
That's
security it
crazy.
was.
Too busy filming Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning.
All right, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a big movie. Too busy.
Too busy.
Him and James Cameron did not show up.
Do you think everyone that won the awards should have won? Do you think that maybe they were just trying to
this is the year that two Asians won?
First best actress.
Right.
Lead.
But how many
Asian
Asians have
actress.
won an Academy Award before? Not till this year, right?
What are you saying?
then-
What are you saying? Oscar so Asian this year? What are you saying?
Woo, Doug, you went good. You went. I mean, you
my
could have
God.
said something else.
Hey.
Oh my
Is it a
God,
hashtag?
Jesus!
We're canceled now.
Oscar's so yellow. No.
That was worse. That was
Yeah,
worse.
That was worse.
That was worse.
Oscar so white, Oscar so black, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, it was just weird that I feel like it's like they're just pushing the agenda. I think that they're not really nominating for the best people at times.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that these people should not have won an award. I just think that this year was very much what's happening with our culture in American history is the fact that people are just pushing this agenda, and they're just saying
it's like
Asian hate's been at an all-time high this year. That's a fact. FBI,
true,
whatever,
yes,
has come out and said So I think that they're just promoting this in a certain way.
Well, it's like it's like the Oscars are definitely covering diversity. People from all different cultures and stuff are getting nominated, races, everything, which is great,
The kid with Down syndrome, he won as well for a short film.
Yeah.
And he works at Starbucks.
Does he?
Yeah, he still works at Starbucks.
Really?
I did my research. And
What was that movie? What was it called? You don't even know.
Shit. Well, I mean, if you think.
But he did win for supporting actor or actor.
And he'll still be working at Starbucks tomorrow, right?
And he still will be. But I think that he won, and that's great. I think this is all good for society.
Sure.
But I think that sometimes it's like they push the agenda too much.
Do you think somebody else should have won?
No, I do. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know who
Yeah.
else could have won. That's why I'm not going
Right.
to say that. I just think the agenda's pushed a little bit too much sometimes.
Yeah. No.
And I'm glad that these people won. I mean,
Sure, yeah.
I think she should have won the one won for supporting actress. Or no, best actress. The one that beat Angela Bassett.
Oh, Jamie Lee Curtis, best supporting actress.
No. The one that best actress.
I don't know. Oh, Michelle Yeoh.
Michelle Yeoh.
Yes, and she deserved it. She deserved it a long time ago. She's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
what,
she's
60
great.
now.
She's great.
Yeah, yeah.
And she deserved it. Like I don't know. Like
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you look back, 10 years ago, everyone is always white that's nominated. That's when that whole controversy came out, like Oscar's so white. It's like, and it was. You look at it, and it's like, wow, yeah, like why the hell weren't all these different races being considered or nominated or whatever? And it's so many amazing films and actors and performances.
But isn't it all relative in the fact that we can't say who's the best?
There is no best.
Sometimes
I mean, the whole thing is
subjective.
stupid.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Sometimes sometimes a child will be nominated. It's
exactly.
like you've been acting for a year.
This was your first role.
Yeah, exactly. And
You
got nominated.
literally, you saw a camera for the first
Tatum
time.
O'Neal.
It's also like what are your options? I mean,
Right.
I feel like that's why Titanic won.
Right,
Honestly,
exactly.
it's like
Thank
what
you.
else
Right.
was there to vote?
What
for,
else is there?
And that was the last
Who
year.
had the most money?
Yeah,
to
so
make
sometimes
whatever.
a child wins is because
Right.
they're up against some
Right.
shitty ass actors.
Yeah, why isn't a YouTube video up against Avatar or something? Get it in the theater and then compare
Like the
them.
year Titanic won, I thought L.A. Confidential should have won. I think
Oh,
L.A.
yeah.
Confidential
yeah,
should have won for
definitely.
everything.
Like when Kim
Definitely.
Basinger won Best Supporting Actress for L.A. Confidential.
Yeah, she deserved it though.
Do you think she deserved that?
Yes.
She didn't even do anything in that movie, did she?
She was great in that movie. What are you fucking nuts?
Yeah.
She's all right.
Guy Pearce, Russell Crowe, Kevin Spacey, they were all
They were
nominated.
all-
Who
and
else
they
was up
all
against her
They
that year?
all axed each other out because fucking
What?
Yeah, they all
I
canceled
think
each
you said they asked each other.
axed.
That was after
I was
the
like, what?
Oscars. It was the after party.
They axed each other
Oh,
out.
here's a good one. Kevin Spacey, will he be included in the memoriam when he does?
He should. I don't think that you gotta take
Two-time
that away.
Academy Award winner.
Has
Now
he
he
been,
can't. Now he can't work. Or, I
Doug,
mean,
Doug, how about this? Has he been convicted of anything?
No, not yet.
No.
But I
isn't
do
he-
think he's an amazing method actor.
Yeah.
So I mean, no, like he fondles little boys and then he goes and
And then he plays a
plays
creepy
a
villain.
fucking
Creepy
creepy
villain.
dude. I'm like, yeah.
I mean, I gotta admit, when
I mean, if
I gotta
he won
admit,
for child molester,
I mean,
like,
and the
if he
best
played a
child
role,
molester
yeah.
goes to Harvey Weinstein. Oh fuck, I had it on Kevin. No, I mean, I when House of Cards, when that was ending and they kicked him off.
I was a valet. I met Kevin Spacey. Yeah, he fucking talked to me. Whatever. It's
Oh,
like
did
yeah, when I was a
I
young.
met Kevin Spacey was behind me at the Elton John Billy Joel concert in a tuxedo years ago.
Oh yeah, see, and you told me that story.
And I
Tell
was
the
like,
story.
and I got moved down. I had last row
A
tickets.
young Doug.
Young Doug. I had last row tickets to Billy Joel and John at
He
the,
wouldn't
at the
wanna fuck you
pond in
now.
Anaheim. We were brought down to the front row.
Kevin was like,
And I look around.
love those
Yeah, we-
DSLs on that young boy.
We were on Elton's side, and there were all these young, semi-good-looking people, and then me.
You were good looking. You were young.
No.
Come on, we could do a
young
close
Doug.
up. Do a
Young
close
Doug.
up on
And
Doug's
then,
lips.
And then we had, and then Kevin Spacey was behind us, and I was like, "Oh, this is weird." And I was like, "All right, there he is." And then I went backstage
Did he touch
after.
your taint?
Yeah, and I touched his Oscar. No.
That was the name of his penis. Yeah, Oscar.
Yeah, it was called Oscar, the Grouch. No, I mean, it was just a concert.
Here's my thing. That's not. No matter what, I know this is live, but to me,
It's too late.
no, but with Kevin Spacey, it's like
No one's watching.
He's
I'm
not
just saying.
convicted of anything.
All right,
That's
yes.
just a fact. He
Right.
hasn't been convicted. People are coming at
Will
him.
he be welcomed back to Hollywood at some point?
Right, but you're here.
I don't
You're
think he
here,
will.
like arguing, believe the masseuses on one side, but like
Yeah,
Kevin
you're like, John
Spacey-
Travolta's gay. His masseuse told me. I heard about it. But even
come on.
but also
But with
Kevin
Kevin-
Spacey.
no, but with Kevin Spacey,
But with Kevin Spacey, children don't matter.
but there are no children.
Anthony
Bryan
Rapp.
Singer, no.
Anthony Rapp was the one that Me Too'd him.
And that case got thrown
and
out.
it got thrown out, yeah. But, I mean,
it got thrown out.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're gonna believe masseuses
But
because
yeah,
there was
you
no
believe
case.
John Travolta's masseuse, but you don't believe Anthony
I
Rapp?
think after a certain no, because the thing is with him, it's like he was talking about a scenario that like supposedly happened, and we still don't know. He didn't like grope him. He didn't grab his taint. He didn't grab his cock.
I've heard too many of these Kevin Spacey stories floating around, and I'm not even like in the business really.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, I
You
am.
are in the business.
Yeah, but I mean, like this was like higher up at places I worked and stuff like that. But I mean,
Doug, but what did he do? What is he convicted of? He hasn't been convicted
he was
of anything.
convicted of the Elton John concert and touching my butt.
What I'm saying is
During your
he's
song.
not convicted of anything. Is he an asshole? Yes.
Yes.
Is he
He is
somebody
an
that's
asshole,
maybe
yeah.
like rude and like talks to these young like actors or whatever
Right.
in a certain way where he's trying to hook up with them? Yes. But like if those guys came out and said like, yeah, I fucking was forced to suck his whatever, this and that, like then I would think that there was some like validity to it, but there's nothing like that. It's more about him hitting on people,
Right.
Okay.
and that's it.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like
So is he an asshole? Yes, 100%.
Doesn't
but
he
like,
have
does
more-
he deserve to have his career ruined?
Does he have more legal allegations against him that are pending right now? I think, right?
He doesn't have a lot. And
Doesn't he
I've
have some?
looked it up.
Doesn't he have some in Europe and in the UK where the old Vic theater he worked at?
Supposedly, yes.
Yes. And,
But
and maybe one in LA or
every
something
single
like that?
one of them has been thrown out. Like some people have been like shown that they were trying to make money off of him, and some of the masseuses for Travolta too, like supposedly were trying to make money too because they were just going on the steamrolling with everyone else.
Right, right.
But I do believe about the John Travolta thing, just because it's too many. And with the Kevin Spacey, though,
There's too many.
I know.
It's
How
just too
many
many.
accusations has Kevin Spacey had?
Oh my God.
Can we
I do-
count the masseuse to Kevin Spacey accusers
You
ratio
know what?
and see?
Travolta and Spacey should team up together, I think. And just
could you imagine that movie?
Travolta, Spacey, and Travolta's masseuse
The Travolta
on Travolta's plane.
It would have to be a musical, I think.
Yeah, for sure. But Kevin Spacey, I do admit, like when all that went down, House of Cards was amazing. And,
I loved House
and
of
then
Cards,
and then
yeah.
and then he got thrown off of it during when he was canceled with the Me Too, and then they did the last season without him,
And
and
it
it
just
sucked.
it was so
It wasn't that good.
It was not good.
Well,
Like,
when you have the entire show, it's like
shoulda
him
ju-
talking
they-
to the camera.
I wish
and then he's
I wish
gone.
they just was like just let him do the last season. All right, we know. Like,
No,
just
everyone
let-
everyone hated him, and then he started doing those weird videos. And
Yeah,
like,
like,
You know what they
Hello, I'm
should have
Frank
done?
Underwood.
What they
You
should have
thought
done?
I lived.
What they should have done instead is like what they did with Crystalia and just like
Yeah.
like CGI Tig into.
Oh my god!
House of
Why can't
Cards.
Kevin? Oh yeah, Crystalia. Why can't Kevin Spacey just go on tour now and like just do like cottage shows like Crystalia's
Kevin
doing?
Spacey.
He won an
Go
award.
to the Laugh Factory. You'll get
Yeah.
a set.
Kevin Spacey, come on the Basshole show
Yeah.
and fucking as Frank
Defend
Underwood
yourself.
or yourself or whatever.
Yeah, just
Defend.
yeah.
You're always welcome.
He
You're
did
always
win an
welcome.
award. He won a BAFTA, like Lifetime Achievement Award. Or
Kevin
something.
Spacey?
Yeah, recently.
Yeah.
Because they still,
He has a
respect him
movie.
over there.
Yeah, like they have. Yeah, he's doing like small movies over in Europe or whatever.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
what you do when you're a child molester. You go to Europe.
Just like
Not a
And-
child molester.
All right.
Sorry, I.
Well, another one. Speaking of Roman Polanski, will he be in the memoriam?
That's what. Yeah, exactly.
Right?
That's the point I'm trying to
He
make.
should be.
What?
Oh, he's not gonna be in. No.
I don't know. The girl that it happened to has. Well, yeah, he's guilty as fuck.
He is. Yeah. You can't be like.
I
Well,
can't defend him.
the
I'm sorry.
12-year-old
Did Travolta's
says
masseuse
she
tell you that? I don't know.
consents.
She was
Like,
13,
you're like,
man.
oh, okay.
She was on Quaaludes.
She was 13.
All right. Easy now.
All right, I'm not going to defend that one at all.
God bless you for trying.
I'm not going to even try. But Roman Polanski, yeah, he's done. Like,
He's
yeah,
done. He
But
should
will
be. He
in
should
the
be with.
memor- like-
He should be with Harvey Weinstein, possibly.
But he did Rosemary's Baby, Chinatown.
Well, okay,
These
well,
are like
but-
movies
yeah.
that are like revered.
Yeah, but we don't want to remember him.
We still remember Michael Jackson. We still remember Bill
That's,
Cosby.
that's true. Why can we listen to Michael Jackson's music? Well,
But
he was
not
never
R. Kelly's?
convicted. He was never convicted either.
Or R. Kelly. R. Kelly's a
R-
musical genius.
But he was convicted.
But he was convicted. Well, we also have
Yeah.
video proof of that.
This is the rabbit
All right,
hole,
so here
guys.
you
People
go.
still like put up Picasso paintings too.
Harvey
He was
Weinstein.
a dick. So-
Harvey
Picasso was a
Weinstein.
dick. He was like signing. He wouldn't pay for bills. He would just sign his name and be like, "Here, this is going to be a lot of money
Well,
one day."
there's also
which
a lot
is
of, like,
true.
sexual. Like,
Really?
Yeah. There's some.
What
shit
about
out there
Picasso? What did he do?
Picasso, like there's I've read some shit where it's like, yeah, he's kind of a dirtbag too. Like he was, groping, raping, all that fun
Groping
stuff
and
too.
raping
Groping
people.
and raping.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
So
Yeah.
actually, Harvey Weinstein has only won one Academy Award. So, it's not a big loss. I mean,
For what? Pulp Fiction?
No. Shakespeare in Love.
Ooh, there's another one that should have never gotten an Oscar.
Yeah. But he's also won 7 Tony Awards for plays and musicals, including The Producers. Billy Elliot? I didn't know that. All right. So I guess him and his brother Bob have won Oscar. That's it. But they were nominated a lot of times, I think. Yeah.
And the one they got was for Shakespeare in
Shakespeare in
Love.
Love. Yeah.
Which is weird.
Yeah. All right. Well, on that note, now that we've covered everyone that should not be honored when they are dead at the Oscars.
They should be honored to some
Oh,
extent.
my God. Yeah, you know what? They have a fucking Oscar. They're honored, all right? They can fucking use the Oscar in his prison cell.
Yeah, I think we're gonna go back to what does in memoriam mean? It's like
What is it? Yeah,
we
what does
wanna
in memoriam
remember
mean?
them.
And
want
will-
to give them homage.
Will the in memoriam guy or girl producer be included in the in memoriam when they pass away?
I don't know. Like, I want to go to this thing, and the fact that like we got like Jerry Lee Lewis, we got like so many people throughout our history
who are such assholes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But they still like you still remember their music. You still remember like you
Sure.
can't take that away.
No, you can't.
Jerry
take
Lee
it away.
Lewis married what a 14-year-old girl like when he was doing like goodness gracious, Great Balls of Fire or
It was like
whatever.
his cousin.
And that was in the movie Top Gun.
Yeah.
Full revert, like it's like
Right.
full circle right now. We're
Full
like
circle, asshole.
exactly, and that song is revered in that movie.
It doesn't have to be in the in memoriam though.
But what I'm saying is like we still remember them for what they did at that time.
Agreed. But we don't have to put their fucking faces on the in memoriam at the Oscars.
Yep. That's true.
Yeah.
You know what? You can watch it with the QR code on the extended director's cut, which will include Harvey Weinstein and all the fucking
That's
criminals.
what they should do. Is the QR code should be for the people that you don't want.
Yeah, that's what it
right?
is. They didn't make the
Assholes.
cut. It's the
Yeah.
NC-17 version.
The
of
asshole in memoriam.
All right. Well, let's close out with, all right, these are just some of the Oscar hosts from the past. We had Chris Rock, Steve Martin, Johnny Carson, Ellen, Whoopi Goldberg, Billy Crystal. He hosted.
Billy Crystal was probably the best.
Yeah.
Do you think
loved
he'll
it.
come back and host it ever?
Never.
Again? Never again.
No, I think he's out of
Yeah.
touch and he's out of his fucking
Bob
mind.
Hope hosted 19 times.
I think he could still host again.
Billy Crystal?
No, Bob Hope. CGI him.
Yeah, I know.
Jimmy Kimmel has hosted 3 times now, which is actually pretty good. Yeah. But
I liked Kimmel. I think that Chris Rock did a great job, but I think the ones that did the best job are Steve Martin.
remember when Steve Martin and Alec Baldwin hosted together? Remember that?
Did they host together?
They hosted together. Yeah, it was actually pretty funny. It was good.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, I don't remember that. But I think that Tina Fey should host again. I think Amy Poehler with
What about Ricky
the combo.
Gervais? Do you think they'd allow him to host it?
That's the thing. That's
He's
like
hosted the Golden Globes,
the perfect
right?
example of like what a comedian should do
Right.
when they're hosting, right? But I thought he was
shit on everyone, yes.
hilarious.
Yeah,
like but
he's great. Yeah,
but like that's the point I'm trying to make. Actually, is like don't have a comedian come out and do what comedians do. Like that's what we do.
right.
So
My only thing with Ricky Gervais was like all the QAnon people and conspiracy theorists, like they loved posting that fucking Oscar speech when he was like, or not Oscar, I think he was hosting the Golden Globes.
Right.
And they just
Dial
love posting that and saying like, oh, he tore into like supposedly like breaking something over it, like a Pizzagate type of thing, you know, like
Right.
that's the way they saw him. So it's like that's the only reason why I didn't like that. But I do love him hosting because he fucking just lays in on it. Yeah, he's hilarious.
He is
fucking
hilarious, and he I don't know. He always does his jokes are just like sharp and quick.
yeah,
and,
they
like,
don't want people
yeah.
to be funny, but then they keep getting comedians to do it.
Right.
Like I'm just
This was like this was my favorite.
Like I think the biggest faux pas of Oscar hosts was what's his name? Anne Hathaway and James Franco. That was horrible.
That was horrible.
Oh, yeah, no,
that was stupid.
That was so bad.
And now he'll never host again because he's been canceled too. So.
Well, you start fucking your students.
Oh yeah, right in the valley at the actors studio.
But this is what I don't get. Is that and he wasn't convicted of anything. He just had sex with the students. That's what he did. And that's
Creepy.
But why is that creepy? Those girls probably liked him.
Wasn't there a documentary like outing that or a show like. There was I watched something where it was like it was covering the James Franco.
Yeah, but what did he do?
Someone I know
he
was
took advantage of his power.
Someone I know was in the
like his position,
yeah.
and he took advantage. Like that's why teachers don't fuck their students. It's because you're in a position of power.
You're an adult. You're like 25 years old.
No. Wait till they're
That was
out
like
of your class.
it's like Harvey Weinstein. Come to a meeting in my hotel with my massage table out.
Well, you shouldn't be doing that.
I love this.
Well, James Franco was method, and he was doing sex scenes in his acting class. He's like, "This is what you really got to get naked for this scene, and we got to make out and all this shit."
I'm just saying, James
I knew
Franco
people
is
that
a
were in
good
his class, and like there was like a documentary on it or something.
Okay,
and
so what happened?
They were in the. I was watching it, and then I knew two people that were in the documentary. And I was like,
Right.
"Oh shit!"
And what happened?
I don't know. I mean, I didn't call
But
them
did
up and be
you-
like, "Hey, what happened?" But
Why
James
didn't you
Franco.
call him up? I want to know. Like you should want.
I don't know because I don't know them that well. I just knew them. I mean,
I'm
it's
just
not like I
saying,
talked to them.
There we go. See, like Doug knows people that
James
went to a
Franco-
party, and he's not calling it out as facts.
Yeah.
But James Franco is a
Exactly.
good-looking guy. He's in movies, and these girls liked him, and then that was it. And they probably hooked up with him, and then he didn't call him back, and that was the end of that. And then now he's an asshole.
All right. Well, let's
That's what I think. That's
let's
what I
end
think
with
happened.
Ricky Gervais.
Let's do it.
Okay. What can I say about our next two presenters? The first is an actor, producer,
just ruined it.
writer, and director whose movies have grossed over $3.5 billion at the box office. He's won 2 Academy Awards and 3 Golden Globes for his powerful and varied performances, starring in such films as Philadelphia, Forrest Gump, Castaway, Apollo 13, and Saving Private Ryan. The other is Tim Allen.
Did they show their reaction? Oh, there.
Their reaction is pretty much like, fuck you. Like, Tim Allen gets very upset.
Oh well, what?
Watch.
Like many of you, we recall back when Ricky Gervais was a slightly chubby but very kind comedian.
Neither of which is he now.
Not as funny.
No. Yep. And that's why actors don't host the Oscars.
But
and why
Tim Allen's a
comedians should.
comedian, so he should just fucking roll with it. Come
Yeah,
on.
that's also true.
You
Like,
know?
why is he so
He's
pissed
a
off?
stand-up.
It's also like he does. Yeah. What is he? What movies have you been in, Tim? That are
Santa Claus 10.
Santa Claus 2.
Toy Story 10.
Galaxy Quest, which is a great
Toy
fucking
Story.
film.
Christmas with the
Toy
Cranks.
And Toy Story.
Toy Story.
Yeah.
Toy Story was good.
These are like movies that he doesn't have to work again. He's
No,
already
never.
made all his money. So
Yeah,
I don't
but he
know.
also doesn't have to walk out like he's like with a chip on his shoulder about it. It's a joke.
No, I know, but I think that award show he was
That
just
was
like
Golden Globes, I think.
Yeah, that was the award show where he was like fucking going in on everybody, which was fine. It's fine. Like, and the
Right.
way they reacted is fine too. It's like if they have a chip on their shoulder, fine. Like they want to like fucking react that way. I just don't see it as an issue.
Yeah, it's not an issue. What do we think about Chris D'Elia hosting the Oscars next year?
What do we think about Chris D'Elia in memoriam?
You know what would be that actually? Oh
Could
my
you
God.
imagine?
You know what?
Could you fucking imagine?
I wish that they.
That
I wish
society would collapse.
SNL should just do Oscar auditions for the hosts for like just everyone that should not do it.
Yes,
Chris
that would
D'Elia,
be-
Kevin Spacey.
Speaking of
Harvey Weinstein.
what do you guys think about the whole D'Elia thing? Like, since we're talking
Oh
about it.
man, I mean, look,
No, go ahead. Just give your honest opinion. Like,
I mean, look, I'm glad that like he's not doing shows at the Improv anymore because like You know.
Is that done?
I mean, they didn't have him back.
After that documentary came out.
After the documentary came out,
his show got canceled.
They canceled the show, and he hasn't been back there since.
Because he
posted
that was false, like news.
Of course he did.
Well, I mean,
I know
they
right, though.
they canceled it somewhere in the Hollywood one, but I guess
it got canceled pretty directly after that.
But the other club,
you guys are absolutely right. I haven't seen his name on any.
He's not back at the store.
Not even at the factory.
He's not at the
factory, comedy store, or improv. He's not. He's on tour.
But they were welcoming him with open arms before that came out, even though everyone kind of was like, we've heard.
But like here's the thing is, I think he's guilty of being an asshole.
Sure.
That's what he's guilty of.
Yeah, he's the same as Kevin Spacey.
Did you watch the documentary?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I did watch it. He's guilty of being an asshole.
Well, I mean, he was with underage girls in his hotel room.
They don't ever say no. It's never proven that he was with an underage girl. He was with an 18-year-old. No, he was with someone that was inappropriate.
Mm-hmm.
That was it.
Mm-hmm.
So they were like all overage. There's no proof of him being with
his
an underage
Instagram
girl.
DMs apparently were like, I'm 16 or whatever.
Yeah, and if you look at it too, it's like if you look at the proof, it's like he doesn't respond to them after they say the age or whatever. He just stops
because they're already at his apartment, tied up, like in that You TV show or whatever he played.
All I'm saying is
another method actor.
Wait, notice how they pulled like every acting thing that he's done, like on Netflix and everything, except that role, because they were like
on You,
like where he's like the fucking like sex addict, whatever he is.
That Workaholics thing is gone.
I don't know, but most of the stuff is gone except for You, where it's like I'm like, well, because he's that guy, he's that fucking creep.
Yeah, that was just really great casting.
They're like, well, we have to leave this because it's just really
They're
good.
like, you're brilliant. It's like you're not even acting.
Yeah, have you done this before? I don't know.
This should be a clip that you would. I'm just saying, I just think that he's not guilty, like by court of law, he's not guilty. But
sure.
But that last documentary, that last documentary when the guy that was his road manager or whatever that worked out. And when he says like this is like higher than Bill Cosby, but it's like there's still no proof.
Right.
So like it's like with like Cosby, there was like I didn't want to believe it at first. It took me a month to finally just be like,
I get
my
it,
God,
Rob. I get what you're saying, Rob. I understand.
But once
it's the same thing, just like OJ. I mean, it's
no, with OJ, I believed it. Like it's like right away. But I believed it. But I'm
how
saying
about OJ hosting the Oscars? He rolls in on a Bronco.
I'm just saying, D'Elia,
right.
D'Elia is not proven guilty of, but
he's
not guilty of anything as of yet. Like, is he an asshole? Yes, he's guilty of being a fucking jerk, hooking up with young girls, and like that. These girls were all of age that have come out. Mm-hmm. No one has said, "Oh, I was under." No, but no one underage has come out. So like, if someone underage would have came out by now, he would be in jail or fucking facing some sort of like.
And now he's
legal
he's in
action.
Comedy Store improv jail. That's it.
Exactly. He is. But I'm just saying, like,
now he has to do the Toledo hut and wherever.
No, he's doing fucking theaters, and he's still
fucking.
He still has fans.
He's got his fans. Yeah, exactly.
They're super defensive.
They're all.
Right. And I'm not even a fan.
Pedophiles.
I think he's an asshole. I think he's an asshole personally. I know him personally. He stole one of my jokes, so it's like,
my God.
But I still think.
Which joke?
It was a joke about my street signs, whatever, like street gang names, whatever. I said Care Bear Street. He said fucking Blue's Clues. That was the difference.
So he's also a thief. As well as
he's a thief,
pedophile,
and he's an asshole. But he's not a.
He should come on the show if he's an asshole.
I mean, it's hard to get proof of him being a pedophile.
He would never,
but there are like Snapchat conversations with him and teenage girls. Like a lot of them.
Snapchat disappears though, right?
A lot of them. No, but like
but he already knows that it doesn't disappear now.
It doesn't now.
No, it doesn't disappear.
Oh, I thought it disappeared.
That's why I love that one clip that you see of him.
Doesn't disappear?
You can look it up.
Doesn't disappear?
It doesn't disappear.
Yeah.
I gotta go. All right, we do have to go because we're going long.
Okay.
All right, guys, this has been fun. The Academy Awards, of course, was super fun. Not really, but okay.
Hopefully, D'Elia will host next year.
I hope he does. You know what I mean? He can't get a date at the Improv, but he's gonna host the Oscars. That sounds right. All right. Well, guys, make sure you follow the podcast at Basshole Show. Follow Rachel D at Rachel D Comedy, and then Rob DeRocha at Robbie DeRoche. And I'm at Doug Bass Comedy if you want to follow me. Subscribe to the podcast. We'll be back next week with another fun show. We'll see you next time. Ciao. Later.
You've been listening to I'm a Basshole with Doug Bass. Follow us on Instagram at Basshole Show. Think you deserve to be on the show? Email us at contact@bassholeshow.com and visit our website at www.bassholeshow.com and get the latest information. Subscribe on Spotify or wherever you get your podcast fix. And don't miss the full videos on YouTube. Remember, don't be a basshole, but if you are, laugh about it. We'll see you next time.